I'm getting really good at this. Let's open over to the classrooms and check out this amazing school. Let's go. Hi guys. Today we are in the Bronx at Lion with its executive director, Ms. Celia Sosa. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having me.
And I want to start by asking you, what is the mission here at Lion?
So we work to develop the character and potential of each student. And I'd say beyond students, we're also interested in forming partnerships with our families in really unique ways and working with students, families, and staff to ensure that students are prepared not only for college, but also for life beyond. What character development looks like and feels like here really is about self-reflection and ensuring that students and all members of our community are thinking deeply about who they are and where it is that they want to be and what the stuff is that they're working on to get there. And so how our signature practices play out really involves a lot of self-reflection and feedback.
That is amazing. I think that working in partnership with families is so important to help develop the students, not only in the classroom, but also to continue that development at home.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're interested in not only understanding who our parents are as parents, right? Certainly, our families love their children. They have hopes and aspiration for their students' future. But we are also interested in what our family members' goals are, right? And where it is that they want to be and how we can help with that. And that really lends itself towards the development of a special bond that grows over time. As you know, our students start with us in kindergarten. Over 80% of them see our K-12 program through. And so over those 13 years, we're really able to get to know our families very well. And given that we retain so many of our staff, we have an over 90% retention rate for our teaching team, we really are able to, again, build that relationship over time in a way that truly distinguishes us.
And can you please share 3 things that make the school special?
Absolutely. So while character development is something that many schools might tout as a core value, what that looks like and feels like here is very special. And we ensure that our program includes opportunities for students to tell their stories, for students to invite feedback and hear feedback from peers and from staff. And so how character development plays out at Lion is really incredible and lends itself towards the special relationships built over time. Second, I think our relationships with families, are something that many can learn from, and certainly one of the reasons why I've stayed here for so long. Our family members are an asset to our school. We are interested in their feedback. We are interested in inviting them into our school and to comment on our program and to give us feedback about their needs in ways that go well beyond what I think traditional schools are doing with families, right? Which might look more like a come when called model. If a student is experiencing, a discipline issue or during family conferences, well beyond those types of situations, we are inviting parents in. We have a monthly event, often around the table where we serve food and there's music playing, where we are inviting parents to come into the school and be with us and learn with us and teach us. So that as a whole community, we're stronger and better. And then finally, I'd say our effort over our years, this is now our 17th year in the Hunts Point community, our effort to grow roots in this community, our recognition that this is a place that we are lucky to be a part of, right? There's a deep rooted history of activism and resistance in response to some of the systemic challenges faced by families and students that live here. And we feel, again, very lucky to be a part of that effort and that movement. And so over the past, decade plus, we have developed strong relationships with some of the other local nonprofit organizations that also enhance, what it is that we're aiming to do, which is prepare students not only for college, but for life beyond, to live lives that they've imagined for themselves and that they're happy with.
That is terrific. And you spoke about being at this school for a long time. How do you feel that your role has evolved throughout all these years?
Yeah, absolutely. And so my story is really the story of many staff members at Lion. I started here in 2007 as a history teacher. I taught students in our first graduating class when they were 7th graders and 8th graders, and transitioned into the founding high school director role in 2010 when we moved into the high school building, which we worked with students and families and staff to construct from the ground up. Last year in July, I transitioned into the executive director role. In fact, this office that we're sitting in right now, I shared with our second head of school years and years ago when I initially transitioned into the high school director role. And so, coming back to this building after serving as our high school director for 11 years really has felt like a homecoming. And so, I really I'm so excited about the opportunities afforded not only to me, but to so many members of our community. Almost every member on our senior leadership team has served in a different capacity other than the one that they're serving in now. And we really recognize that it's a strength of ours to grow leaders from within.
That is a very inspiring journey. Well, I'm here with Gwendolyn. She is a 7th grade student at Lion. And I'm wondering, when did you start studying here?
I came here when I was in kindergarten and still am.
Nice. What do you like most about the school?
The people inside of it, and if you need help or there's always somebody you can go to.
It's amazing. Do you participate in any after-school programs?
NYJTL and scholars. It's scholars around the world. And that's it.
Great. And what is your favorite subject here at Lion?
Math, because if you there's stations and there's really easy to understand. And like I said, if you need help, there's always people that you can go to.
Great. Do you have a lot of friends here?
Yes.
Yes, that's good. What are some of the things that you guys do in school?
It's the activities that I like to participate the most in.
And are you looking forward to a specific event or activity this semester or this year?
Paris.
You're going to Paris?
Yes.
That's so cool. When are you going?
February 16th.
Oh, I wish you could go with you guys. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Wendell, and welcome. And can you help us understand a little bit better the teaching and learning style at this school?
Absolutely. And so at Lion, students are at the center, which is really in tension with more traditional ideas of education and teaching, in which a teacher is depositing knowledge into students. That is not who we are and how we operate. And instead, we seek to ensure that there are opportunities in all of our classrooms, across grade levels, across our 3 divisions, for students to explore further things that they've identified they are curious about, things that they are interested in learning more about. We really want students to participate in the process of inquiry and meaning making, and so have a very progressive approach to teaching and learning that invites student voice, that invites students to ask questions, that invites students to co-facilitate classes alongside their teachers. The best classes at Lion, and as you walk through our halls, you'll see them, right, are ones in which students are doing more of the talking and more of the thinking. They're alive. There's a buzz. There's a level of joy and engagement that's palpable.
Yes, and as you said, it's not just about the academics, but also building that self-esteem, that confidence to express themselves, and that curiosity, because that curiosity is what's going to lead them to find their career path in the future.
Right. And we recognize that there are times when students are going to see things in their teachers, in their classroom cultures that the adults in the room might not see in the same way. And so creating those spaces for student leadership and, again, voice to express, maybe we can try things this way, and also encouraging our teachers with humility to admit when we've got to switch it up, right? When things will not always go according to plan. And that's okay, right? Well, we're going to have the right plan and a tight plan. There are going to be times when we need to pivot. in response to what's happening in the room, right? And something that perhaps wasn't anticipated. And we encourage teachers to be flexible and responsive, and again, for students to participate in creating and maintaining positive and joyful classroom cultures here.
And the great thing about it is everyone continues learning, not just the students, but teachers, administration, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we're here with Natalie. She is a 7th grade student at Lyon. And, well, your friend told me about a trip that you will be going on soon. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, we'll be going to Paris in February. We'll be studying abroad for 6 days.
That's so much fun. What are you looking forward to the most in Paris?
I'm looking forward to seeing the Eiffel Tower.
Yes. Oh, the Eiffel Tower is beautiful. Have you studied a little bit about France here in school?
Yeah, we have an after-school World Scholars program.
Oh, what do you do at this program?
We practice French.
That's great. Do you practice any other languages, or do you focus on French?
We focus on French language that they speak in Paris.
That is fantastic. I'm sure you guys will have so much fun there. And speaking about your school community, can you tell me more about it?
Absolutely. And so beyond our time in the classroom, right, certainly this is a school and our students come and spend most of their time in their academic classes. Beyond that, though, we ensure that there are school meetings that are happening at least weekly across divisions, right? Time for classes, grade levels, and entire divisions to come together to talk about the state of the school, to talk about issues affecting the community and country and world. We also have what we call Lion Pride, so small groups of students and faculty who meet once a week each year to think deeply about themselves, think deeply about whether or not they're at their best, again, what might be in their way when they think about where they're headed and their goals, and those kinds of opportunities to create space for dialogue and conversation and sometimes debate, we find to be really important to cultivating a positive school culture. And then we are often in some of those forums inviting community members in to talk about what the opportunities and resources here in the Hunts Point section of the Bronx are. Recently, our 4th graders rode on the Bronx River in partnership with Rocking the Boat, a local nonprofit that is a few blocks away from our elementary and middle schools. We are now working with The Point in a new way to ensure that students in our high school feel empowered to take action. Over the past few years, we have advocated to address the impact of the Sheridan Expressway on the community. We have installed a greenway on Hunts Point Avenue. We've partnered with the 41st Precinct. We have engaged in neighborhood cleanups. And again, we are doing that in partnership with other organizations interested in developing the opportunities and addressing, resource gaps in this community. So we're excited to be a part of that work.
Oh, that's amazing. I imagine, I'm sure that for students, these experiences, these community experiences give them the insights, the power, and the tools to just make an impact once they graduate. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And opportunities to exercise their voice so that they are better positioned to advocate for themselves once they leave our high school. We find really position students to be successful, and they come back, right? We have over 500 alumni. We recently had a homecoming, and it's students from the classes of 2013 to the class of 2022, come back, and, they let us know that the character foundation that we work to develop here, recognizing that our students come to us with character, right? We just create opportunities to draw that out. That really sets them up to be agents of change, in their post-secondary endeavors.
That's fantastic. And I imagine that for the young kids, seeing these students that graduated and being successful and the impact that they've created in their diverse fields, it's super inspiring for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of them are siblings, right? We have, high school students coming in to read to our elementary school students, downstairs in this building. And, about 30% of our families are sibling families. In fact, our lottery prioritizes ensuring that if we are serving a family that has students, in different grades, then they are welcome to be here. We are a school rooted in family, rooted in community, and our policies and practices certainly reflect that.
And where can people find more information about the school?
So LionCharterSchool.org, our website, houses a ton of information about what we're doing here, including our social media accounts, which we encourage everyone to follow, and ways that people can get involved in what we are doing. So again, LionCharterSchool.org.
Great. And they can also find more information on Schola.com. Thank you so much. And I will see you at the next school. Bye. That's it for today from Lion Charter School. And I'll see you at the next one.